It's no secret that the Carolina Panthers' offensive performance in their first preseason game was underwhelming, to say the least. We've known Frank Wright has talked about keeping it generic and vanilla, but I've been on record saying that that's no excuse for the offensive line to be blowing fundamental things. We've seen the broadcast and what happened, but you know the all 22 and coaches tape gets a whole nother point of view, and that's what I want to look at in this video. So I'm going to dive into a couple plays from just the starting offense about what I saw from the running game, some of the pass pro as well, because we rotated 3 different guards in 3 different drives just to try to figure out what the heck is going on in that right guard position. So we had to take a look at that. But before we get too deep, let me introduce myself as Aaron Duncan, the creator and founder of Unnecessary Bluntness Sports Talk. On this channel, I give recap analysis of the Panthers, so make sure you are subscribed. That way you don't miss any videos, because I do videos like this, not just talking about what happened. We're going to dive in and look at what happened visually so you can follow along and see what I'm seeing when I'm breaking things down. So make sure you are subscribed and hit that bell icon. That way you get notified when I drop these videos or go live. But I want to get you guys' thoughts about, after a couple hours from the game, how are you feeling about the offensive line? Give me a scale of 1 to 10. How are you feeling about the offensive line's prospects? You've probably maybe had some time to cool down and digest the game a little bit. How do you feel right now? Because I want you to watch this full video, get a full scope of it, and then let me know how you feel after that. So I want to get you guys' thoughts right now. But as I said, Bryce Young only had 7 dropbacks, but he was hit on 3 of those. That's not sustainable. We know that his final play of the day was a sack, and that wasn't pretty at all either. It was pretty much a jailbreak. So I want to go ahead and dive into it and just give you a few plays. All right, let's get into the first play, man. Like I said, I'm going to let the main play out. I'm going to have small comments, but I really want to focus on the O-line. This first play is going to be a run play. It's going to be duo. Not a ton there, but Chuba sticks his nose in there, tries to move the pile as much as he can. Is what it is. All right, so let's look at it right here. So duo is going to be double teams here, double teams across the board. Double team by Bozeman and Cade Mays right here on this guy in the middle of them. Double team by Ike Ekwonu and Brady Christensen. Taylor Moat is going to pretty much take his guy one-on-one, base out. Same thing with Hayden Hurst. The duo, these double teams, they're going to try to double team and push this guy back, and then wherever way the linebacker commits, that corresponding lineman will go to them. That's how both these double teams work. But on this instance, the defense does a good job. As you can see, you see this little black line right here on K. May's shoulder. The lineman knows that they're trying to double team and get up to the linebacker. It's this D lineman's job to take up an extra blocker. That way the linebackers can flow around and make plays. Doing the same thing on the other side of Brady Christensen. They can't really break free to go up to the next level like they want to because he's holding him. The ref doesn't call this for some reason. Regardless, Chuba tries to press the hole and follow the read, but he has to kind of try to make something else shake. So he bounces it, cuts it back, drops his shoulder, gets what he can. I mean, it's not a ton you can do if the ref's not going to call it. You'll see it more obvious here, that holding call. But look at 93. Look at 93's hand on the outside of Cade Mays' body, holding Cade Mays. You would think that, oh, you should try to be getting the ball. No. He has a job to take up 2 blockers, to try to keep 44 free, to be able to make a tackle. Same thing here. You can see this guy's arm on the outside of Brady Christensen, holding him so the linebacker can make the play. Like I said, you're only going to get flagged for what you get caught doing. But hey, guys, real quick, I hope you're enjoying the video. I have a special announcement. If you're enjoying these clips and film breakdowns, I have a full scope and perspective of the offense and the defense on my Patreon that I am launching. Yes, I'm launching a Patreon. It's going to have bonus weekly live streams, bonus weekly film breakdowns during the season. There's going to be giveaways as well, along with your ability and choice to be able to vote on what type of content and players I look at and break down as well. It's also going to have a chance for special exclusive announcements that I have for the channel and upcoming things. I really appreciate you guys joining that Patreon. Never been a better time to join that Patreon than now. So go ahead and check it. All right, 2nd and 8. We're in a gun empty formation. We know it's going to be time for pass pro. I like this because Bryce can actually scan the whole field, get a good read on the defense, spread them out. Even though we have a tight formation, we have trips to the wide side of the field in a bunch formation. Bryce with a nice quick release, gets that ball out fast, finds Adam Thielen with enough time to get a first down. This is poised. Look at this. Looks just as cool in the pocket as he did at Alabama. Cool drop back. That pressure is coming. Woo! With a twist. But he has that quick release. Look how close he is. He's about a yard or a yard and a half away when Bryce still has the ball. But the fact that Bryce has that quick release, is short, compact, quick release, he's able to get it out with enough mustard on it to get it on Thielen, square it right on the face mask. Ball hit Thielen right in the face mask, enough for him to turn upfield, get that first down. Great accuracy, poise in the pocket, even with guys breathing down your neck. All right, so let's run it back. Let's look at the protection. So we got a twist on the bottom, regular straight up rush on the right side. Looks like we got the reason why typically how they do it, they'll do a slide. So half the line's going to slide. The other side is going to be man on man. The slide side is to the right. So you see Bradley Bozeman is going to slide to the right, pretty much ignoring the left side. Left side is man on man. But the fact that they twist complicates things. It's a game plan by them. Look at 94. 94 is running straight for Icky. He's trying to occupy Icky with that hand. So to cross him up. And that way Brady is going to chase, but Brady does a good job seeing it. Brady has good eyes seeing it. I don't know if they're not communicating, saying that stunt, but when one guy leaves, another guy's coming. That's just the way it is. There's certain lanes you have to rush to contain quarterbacks. So if somebody leaves a lane, another man's coming in that lane. Icky's got to know that. Icky's got to know that and get some depth. He didn't get enough depth in his drop. Look, he got width, but he didn't get enough depth. Get some depth. That way you can be able to catch 94 on his rush. 94 sees Icky's already out the way, so he's like, dang, I'm just going to go straight to the quarterback. And Brady has to leave him to get back to the guy. Good job by Brady on that pickup, but Icky got caught slipping. Let's look at the right side. Good job by Taylor. Got bullied a little bit, but he dug in there. Got to move your feet, communicate, call out the stunt. I don't know. Got to be better. All right, so zone. You're running to the left. Zone, you're going to read the guy head up or outside the guard, which will be Brady Christensen right here, number 70. Read the defender that's either head up with him or outside. There's nobody head up. There's somebody inside of him, so you got to move to the next guy, outside, which is this guy. So you're going to read him. If Icky kicks him out, you go inside of Icky. If the guy goes inside, you go outside of Icky. The rules are bang, bend, bounce. You either bang it in there, you bend it and cut it back, or you bounce it to the outside, that guy comes in there. See what he does, reading that man. Right now, it's looking like a bang because Icky has his guy going outside. Brady's probably going to work up to 43. Bozeman is getting pushed back, so I would still think that you would run straight through that hole. It's there. But the fact that this guy gets pushed back by Bozeman close into Chuba's lap, he felt a little uncomfortable. So he decided to cut back. Not a bad idea because look at the backside. Guys came inside really hard, so Moten is just taking it where he wants to go. So you can cut right off Moten's block and get up through there. What you did, lower the shoulder pads, get what you can. Fall forward, get what you can. I would like to see a little bit more burst and finish that run a little bit harder, but I'm cool with Chuba being one cut and decisive. But look at Bozeman. Bozeman does a good job, even though he gets pushed back, does a good job of still fighting and getting in position, getting his body back into position. So maybe if Chuba had slow played it, he could have slithered through this little lane right here, but I don't mind that cutback. Drop your shoulder, get what you can. And I do want to go back and give credit on this play. Look at Cade Mays on this play and look at Hayden Hurst. This is the nastiness that we're talking about. If Cade Mays is going to do anything, he's going to finish a block. Look at him. Get on here, drive the linebacker, put him in the dirt. Now get up and get back to the huddle like it's just everyday business. And you got to talk no trash. Handle your business, put him down, take out some of that frustration. Watch Hayden Hurst on this angle right here on the far left. He's going to put him a guy in the ground too. Look, put him a D in the ground. That's what I'm talking about. Take out some of that frustration from the week. I'm saying he got into the skirmishes at joint practice. You got a good look at Cade's pancake here. Got to be demoralizing for a grown man to put you down on the ground. Hayden got him one too, though. I like that nastiness. I liked it. All right, 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 is a passing scenario. We got trips to the top of the field. See what Bryce does. Tries to hook up with Chart one-on-one downfield on the fly. Miscommunication. So this is a matchup we had earlier in the week. That's the corner that picked off Bryce in practice. I want to see Chart with a better release. Too much foot fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's, how many moves is that? Bryce don't have time for that. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You spent 2 seconds at the line. Bryce don't have that much time, yo. You got to give him something. If you're going to beat him with speed, beat him with speed. That's what he tried to do. But by the time Bryce had to throw it, y'all are even. Typically, when you're even, that's when you go back shoulder. Back shoulder means you throw it to the 7. Instead of throwing it upfield to lead him down the field, you throw it almost behind him. That way he can slow down and catch it on his own. Bryce was throwing back shoulder. Chark got around him, so he was looking to try to beat him downfield, just not on the same page. Chark has to be better with that release, but I think they were just on different pages. Bryce's clock was a lot faster than the urgency that DJ Chark ran that route with. Look at the pass pro. Icky kind of got beat around the hoop. He tried to punch. Look at Icky. He tried to punch. Icky's not getting a ton of depth. I don't know how much depth they tell him to get. I know they want to make him widen out to make that hoop a little bit rounder, so it's probably a technique. But he didn't get a ton of depth. He tries to punch. The guy dips. That's a great move by him. See, he dips, and now Icky elbows him in the head, but he misses him, hits him on the back. Icky tries to ride him around. That guy doesn't really get to the ball. He tries to go for the strip sack, but Bryce has a compact, quick release. He misses. Good Lord, look at Bryce's head. Whiplash. All right, other side. 11. You got to communicate on these stunts. This is a good job by 93 to occupy that. He literally went right at K. May's chest. K. May has to keep his eyes up. Moten has to communicate and say stunt, stunt, stunt. These are guys you haven't played before. It's a tough job because they're rotating the door at right guard with Moten, so he has to establish communication and relationship with 3 guys. But at the same time, you got to let K. Mays know this is a stunt. I don't know if he's talking or not. Stunt, stunt, stunt. K. Mays is solely focused on 93. He's not worried about somebody else coming. And that guy ends up looping around free and takes out his frustration from joint practices on Bryce. Good God. That's not sustainable long term, guys. Look, Cade doesn't even see it. Cade doesn't even see it. He doesn't even see it. You got to communicate, got to talk, got to keep your eyes up, be aware. Dang, Chuba. Chuba came up. Look, Chuba tried to block off balance. Got in the way, I guess. They get the job done, but Chuba came off balance and got ran over. Yikes. 2nd and 8. Going to be a pass play here to the top side. We got LaVisca Chenault, the single wide receiver, with Hayden Hurst at tight end. Chuba, the running back. Little arrow route by Chuba. Great ball placement by Bryce. Get it out quick. You don't have a lot of time. Backed up against the end zone. This is underrated. Because as a running back, especially a guy like Chuba who doesn't have great hands, being at this flat of an angle is hard to turn your body. If the ball is off target at all, we know with Chuba, it could be juggled. He could throw it behind him and get fumbled into somebody's hand. They run it back for a pick. Who knows? If he doesn't catch it in stride like he does now, he's not able to get the 3 or 4 yards for extra breathing room that he does. Able to turn upfield. Would Hurst have broken open later? Who knows? Because Bryce got rid of the ball so quick, the defense reacted. Maybe Hurst could have sprung open later, but the pressure that's been happening with Bryce, he ain't had no time to hold on to it. I don't blame him for getting rid of it quick. I don't mind that. Putting it on Chuba, gave Chuba a very catchable pass in stride. I like that. Let's look at the pass pro. Quick game. So Moten gets pushed back with that bull rush a lot. It takes him a little minute to anchor down, but a lot of guys are getting pushed back into Bryce's lap. Moten's way more sturdy than that, man. He needs to anchor down a little bit better. He got that wide base, but those feet end up getting close together once he gets bulled back. Look. Feet are off the ground. Your feet are off the ground. You're in the air. You're in the air. Anchor. Anchor. Why your feet aren't on the ground at all, Taylor? Dang, anchor down. Look at McCray. Not a bad job by McCray on that pass pro. This is McCray's drive. Not a bad job by him. Look at that. Dude tries to get him a spin move. Not a bad job by McCray. Icky. Solid job as well. Great job by Icky stonewalling that guy. See it from the other view one more time. The rushes. Check out Bowles from this view. Job by Bowles. Look at McCray. I like that for McCray. The guy tries to give him a spin. Look, I like that. Not a bad job by McCray at right guard. Not a bad job. All right, final drive for Bryce. 1st and 10. Slow drop. Nice. Pitch and catch. It's the Salem. We got Salem concept. It's going to be a dig or a square in on the outside, hitch by the inside. We talked about this in the LaVisca Chenault video. If they jump on the underneath route, you throw it to the dig. If they jump on the dig, throw it to the underneath. Because I'm not going to spend too much time on Bryce. Y'all probably done seen the videos already from other people. This is great. Look at that ball placement, though. Outside. You throw it to the shoulder. Receivers are taught whatever shoulder that the quarterback throws it to, that's the way you turn and get upfield. He's throwing you away from the defender. That's exactly what Bryce does. Bryce has the accuracy. He's a surgeon. Throws it to the outside away from the defender. Able to protect himself, protect the ball, get down, get some yards. Watch the pass pro. Michael Jordan's in that guard this time, guys. Look at that. That was a stunt. They did a stunt this time, too. Something that was struggled with K. Mays at times. Look at Michael Jordan. See the guy coming, boom. Passes it off perfect. Guy's blowing back a little bit, but I like that. I'll take that for now. You seeing it. You're moving your feet. You passed them off. Look, you shoved your guy in the mountain enough to come back to this guy and recover. Bryce is able to get it all clean from you. Icky got to move them feet. Icky got to move them feet. Not a bad job. You got to move them feet back inside when he comes in at that counter move. Jordan did the best he could. He got blown back a little bit into Bryce's face, of course, but good job picking up that stunt. Something that was missed by some of the prior guards. All right, 2nd and 5. Run play here. Yikes. All right, so what happened? I say Moulton was got some penetration. He was blocking somebody. We'll see what happens from the tight. All right. So I think this is duo. Again, double teams. Watch 93. That's bad. Supposed to be a double team. One of the things is not like the other. This double team right here is crisp. You have two guys shoulder to shoulder. All you see is white. You don't even see green because they've got this guy blanketed and bracketed together. Double team. Jordan, he leaves too early. That's just a little flipper. He didn't even get shoulder to shoulder. It's a little flipper. You can't be too eager to go to the next level, and this penetration is going to kill the whole run play. Look, 73. Look at Michael Jordan. You got to be patient. Don't be in a hurry. And now Moulton just got to do what he can to bury this guy. Now Chuba's got to dance. Michael Jordan left too early, man. Got to be more committed to that double team. More committed to the double team. More committed to the double team. Look, doesn't stay there long at all. Boom. Got to be more committed to the double team. Ruin the whole run play. 3rd and 4. Look out. Yikes. Pulverized. All right. I don't even care about the routes on this play. Let's look at the pass pro. They're showing 6 at the line of scrimmage. Only 4 come. Not even a stunner twist. Just straight up butt whooping. Whew. Michael Jordan gave up the sack, but it was pressure everywhere. We got 1, 2, 3 L's, 4 L's almost, 3.5. Jordan gets whooped. This guy splitting Bozeman and Christensen. Icky's gotten beat too. Icky's holding. All right, who we going to start with first? Icky? He's a simple one. Not a bad job. The guy just gets rid of you. Don't hold him. I think maybe if Bryce didn't have to retreat so much, it wouldn't have been a bad job, but okay. Brady and Bose. They're working together. It's the slide side. Remember, there's a slide side and the man-on-man. They're working together, but this guy splits them. Brady's looking left. He leaves him. Bozeman leaves him too. Both of y'all can't leave him. Somebody's got to stick with him. Why not both of y'all do it together? Why not both of y'all do it together? It's got to be some kind of communication. I'm just hoping these are just communication issues that'll be worked out with more reps. That's bad. Michael Jordan. Oh, that's just a textbook pass rush. I'll watch it from the other angle because he just got whooped. That is a club and a rip one-on-one. This is like a drill. Slap the hands down. Now rip through him. When he tries to get him back on you, get a sack. Look. Slap, rip, get the sack. Slap, rip, get the sack. That's textbook. Good Lord. You got whooped. Whew. But as you see, the day did not end well. It ended with a Bryce Young sack. You see there were some things, there's some decent things that happened. It's just a lot of inconsistencies, miscommunication. Like I said, maybe that right guard position being changed in and out. It was probably some of the issues with Taylor Moton being able to communicate with that guy. Maybe that's a theory. But I'm all for the generic thing and not showing the playbook, but at what cost? Because if guys aren't getting open, Bryce has to hold on to the ball. There's miscommunication downfield. If he's getting rid of if he has to hold on to the ball, he's getting hit anyway. It's just a recipe for disaster, and we don't need Bryce taking any unnecessary hits in preseason when there's 3 weeks of preseason plus a 17-game season that we're waiting on as well. That frame is not going to hold up that long at this rate with him getting hit on 3 out of his 7 dropbacks. That's just not a recipe for success. So I know the coaches are probably going to get it together. There's some options that could be worked at right guard, whether it's Nash Jensen or Chandler Zavala or even McCray, who showed some things on the tape as well. So I think there's still opportunity to get things corrected. The season is not over, guys. All is not lost. We will be fine, I think, moving forward. Everything is still ahead of the Carolina Panthers. But make sure you guys are subscribed down below. Let me know how you feel about the offensive line now. After watching the tape and the plays, I want to get you guys' thoughts. But of course, like I said, make sure you join that Patreon for a full breakdown of the starting offense and the starting defense. I'll be putting other player cut-ups on there as well throughout preseason just so you can figure out what's going on with them as well. So make sure you check that out. I appreciate you guys supporting. I'll see you next time. Peace.